Hi guys, Captain TigerLily here, and we're back with more of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Apparently I'm just going to do that every time we start this game, but it's fine. So, in the last episode, we solved the whole murder in Abbey Grange, and we absolved the sailor because he was protecting her, and I don't feel bad about it. I don't. And in this one, apparently somebody stole some plants, and then somebody died, and it was super suspicious. But we're gonna try to figure that one out in today's episode as much as we can. So, before we get started, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me play through Crimes and Punishments. Now, I know we had some things last time to look at. We've got some people. We've got... Oh, we don't have anybody new for this one yet, which is weird, but whatever. Okay, did that one, so... Oh, excuse me. We've got the door and a statue piece. That's our evidence this time. But let's go to Scotland Yard, and we have to go do an autopsy. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not. I don't really want to see a dead body, thank you. I really don't. I don't know anybody that would, you know, like, want to go see a dead body.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Great. Oh joy. At least the body's covered this time.
First of all, let us carry out an external examination.
Yes, that would be nice. So, right arm. What do we got?
No redness, stings, or bruises.
Does that mean he was dead when he fell?
There are no suspicious marks upon the chest.
Okay.
Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy. The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
How do you know that?
The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal.
So there was no, like, distress before he died, I guess.
Most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse.
Yeah, seems to be. Left arm. What do we got?
Nothing suspicious here.
Other than his giant frickin' thumbs.
Let us examine the internal organs.
Oh, God. Don't show me. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Ew, why are you taking it out? Oh.
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological
That's nasty. I would never be able to be a doctor. Like, why does this bother me?
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs.
But, like, I don't see anything else. Am I missing anything? Ooh,
The
her
heart
tissue.
shows no visible pathological signs.
Cat, what are you doing? Don't lick my bag. Okay, lungs. Ugh,
The lungs are
gross.
congested and edematous.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know we were going to be examining the lungs today. Ew.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins.
So he breathed
from
in the
unknown
plant. He
source.
was poisoned. I'm still... Ugh. Oh, it's green. Why is it green?
The stomach tissues show no
Ew.
visible pathological signs.
Oh, that's really gross.
There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly.
Okay, thank God he didn't try to show that. I would be like, you're gonna make me lose my lunch. I didn't know that I was gonna have
The
to
liver
examine
is enlarged.
internal organs
It would seem
today.
he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Thankfully, there's no blood, which is unrealistic.
The liver
But
tissue is
it's
brown.
fine.
There are no visible pathological signs.
Ew, the slosh.
My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of
I
Kew
was
Gardens,
right. He
died
was
from
poisoned.
Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes.
It is murder.
We should inform Lestrade.
Yes, we should.
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge.
Oh,
Holmes.
boy.
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish.
Mm-hmm.
Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson.
Oh,
it
boy.
is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, he is.
More than a little.
Also, he looks very tired. B. So, Dunn was trapped and poisoned. After being trapped in the Colonial Collection room by the killer, Montague Dunn was affected by inhaling a virulent vegetal poison. Are we getting V for Vendetta today? Yeah, he was definitely poisoned. I was right. And it probably came through the little vent thing. They pumped the poison in, and then by the time that he actually managed to get out the door, it was too late and he was already dead. And I don't ever want to do another autopsy in a video game ever again, because that was gross, and I did not know we were getting that today. I don't know why I'm running. I could just hit tab, but it's fine. Kew Gardens. They need a bigger cab if they're going to sit like that. One wrong move and somebody getting kneed where they don't want to knee. Good lordy, why is it taking so long? There we go. For some reason that was a really long loading time. I don't understand. Alright. Hamish. First of all, we gotta do a little analysis of you. Okay. Got your character profile all done.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the Colonial Collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
I mean, I get it, but also, dude, that's your job. Sasha, stop licking my bag. What are you doing? There's nothing on it. It's plastic. It's vinyl. Like, don't lick it.
Albert told
What's
us
wrong
about
here
the
today?
tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
As
Wasn't a
deputy
heart
director,
attack, or at
how
least
was your
if it was-
relationship with Montague
He was
Dunn?
triggered by it.
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out
So he didn't.
absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic.
Okay.
So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
I see. And what kind of lifestyle would that be?
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say.
I see.
He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
I see.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Interesting.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Okay. Where's the kid? Anything over here, maybe? Doesn't seem to be. Okay. Figured I'd check just to make sure. You never know. Be the one thing I don't check that ends up being the thing I need to. Let's go. Well, first, can we check this notice board thing? Or the map?
Colonial Collection. Water Lily Greenhouse. Palm House. Dry Tropics. Nursery. Director's Office, Cloakroom, and Laboratory. Seed House. Ventilation System.
Did I miss something else, maybe?
A map of Kew Gardens.
The title. Normally it'll have me back out if I missed something, so what have I missed? Ah, reserve. I did miss something. Oh, why will my nose not stop itching?
Locked.
Well, that's it. Okay, Watson, calm down. Can you... Oh my god, my dude. You're in my way.
Locked.
Really? Sherlock. What is happening? Why are you stuck? What is going on with Watson?
Locked. Nursery.
What about this door? Oh, we got it. We got a door. It's very pretty in here. Or I suppose out here. Let's check this one, see if anything's different. No? I guess not. Watson! Move! Ah!
Locked.
You just stay over there away from me.
Locked. Seed House.
And stop, like, getting in my way, because every time I'm trying to walk or run or something, you
There is
keep
a
getting
smell
right
of
in the way.
burning.
Who's burning what? Something's burning over there. Broken pot.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
What in the heck is it? Oh.
A protective mask. Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
Okay.
A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire?
Are
The
they
door
trying to
handle the
burn
Colonial
off all
Collection
the
and that of the
potential
fireplace
evidence?
are made of the same material. A broom handle was half burned. The remains of a picture frame.
Probably means that whatever was in it is gone now.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation.
Okay, so it's an object of interest. I don't know.
Locked.
Well, that's not helpful. Can I get into... Well, I did look at the map over there, so can I get into this building then? Dry tropics, okay. Sasha, quit licking my bag. I'm gonna put you in your crate. Interesting musical change.
Dry tropics.
Why is the hose just down here? Is it supposed to be? Okay, plant list.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
An important thing to know.
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Yeah, we knew that. Where's the kid? I feel like I'm still missing something from in here.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Oh yeah, this was back before all of their independence. Forgot about that. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. This is where I came in. Watson! Oh my god, I'm gonna punch this man in the face. Get out of the way. Jesus. I need to go to this door, because I didn't go to the other, room, right? Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Very jungly. I like it. Wouldn't like the heat though. Ooh, fancy little stone thing above. I like it.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, you can. Need to speak with you. I don't know why it changed like that, but...
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
I see.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only. For I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah. At the moment, I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens. And I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would
I
you
don't know
please
about this
tell
guy.
us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Really?
Indeed. That is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honor of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone.
His father
Dismissive,
owned it, so...
with indifference.
Right?
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Alright then. Oh, that's the wrong door. This is the one I wanted. The nursery.
These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
Generally, that's how that goes for small plants.
An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best Grower of the Year. A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish. A thesis written by Martin Hamish.
I wonder if it was
A
Martin
glasses
that did
case.
it.
It is empty. This area serves
Because
as
he's
Martin Hamish's office.
Mad that the father wasn't was taking all of his credit, essentially.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing, but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition.
Because he would have the knowledge enough.
We can see the interior of the colonial collection room from this window.
Okay.
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
Yes, that's generally where you keep them. Can I get in here? No. Apparently not. Okay. Out the door we go.
Locked. Open.
Well, hello there. Search for anything else in here first, just in case. Because you never know. I feel like that tree needs a bigger pot. If you're gonna keep it inside anyway.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Hello, Miss White.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But...
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am here.
That'd be the one.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Absolument. One you may or may not be involved in. What am I missing? I gotta be missing something, right? Ah. Her finger.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
And a murder.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss. After the tragedy.
I like that
took
it's
place
Watson
here.
doing this.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Doesn't sound like he was.
Would you happen to know why part of the Colonial Collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
Her
He
responses
had
about
an
him are
exceptional
completely
nature.
different.
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss.
I see.
None of the three people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the Colonial Collection was cleared. So, someone
Interesting.
is lying. It is obvious.
Yeah, very much so. Do I have any new things? No, okay. Interesting. Alright then. So what else we got? Okay. All the doors at Kew Gardens except for the one to the cloakroom. Find a use for the marble fragment. Research the stolen plants list. And research the symbol. Okay. So what's next? Okay. We'll go through... Oh my god, Sherlock. Walk on a straight damn line. Watson, I need you to move. Thank you. I do wonder, though. I wonder if we're missing something really important. This one. Oh, it said to do that immediately. Oh, laboratory table, wet bottle trace.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Gold dust? Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is
No idea,
almost
my dude.
immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Trying to figure out which poison is the most potent.
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Toby? Oh, are we going to get Toby? We're going to get Toby! Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna explore the room as much as we can first, but...
Yes,
Toby.
this is quite a modern laboratory.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
Okay, let's do the other one.
As it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report.
Interesting. First, she's licking all over my bag. Now she's got zoomies. I don't know what's going on.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Ooh, books.
This student's book belongs to
Repeat
Albert.
here?
A botany book.
Interesting. I want to know why the dude lied.
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals. Gloves, waterproof aprons, everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Yeah.
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
Yep. That's the one we saw the mask of in the fire.
Locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
You're absolutely right, we will. Ooh, we got one of these. We haven't done one of these in a while. Alright. Ooh, I don't know. Could be that one. Ooh, no. Okay. I know what I need to do. That one. Okay, so it definitely is this. But maybe it's... I don't know. Could be that. Is it that? Not quite. Okay, so... No, not quite. There we go. I got it. Okay.
Open. Miss White's locker. Apparently, Miss White is a capable student. A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
Dear Mother and Father, I'm writing this letter with reluctance to ask for your help. My studies and my housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I had anticipated. I fear, therefore, I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we've had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Okay. I wonder if it's possible that maybe she was getting money from the dad.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
Or she stole them to try and pay for it.
A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
Is she a thief? Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all these years that have passed since you left and without any thought of us? You have never shared with us any details of your success at the university, but you choose to do so now. We suppose you must be ashamed of us, for we are not from the same high class as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, as we at home have always done. And none of us ever compromise their reputation, as it appears you already have with your employer, Mr. Dunn. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed. Ooh. This shit done fucked up. Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help. Oh. So Albert offered to help.
Martin Hamish's locker.
I see.
A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces. Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens oblige me to renew my application for the management position. As I have stated already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunn was alive, I understood your reservation to my suggestion. Your reasons were political, and I was happy to comply. But now the Kew Gardens lie in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency, so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead and free my mind from this uncertainty. Now, my question is, was it Albert that Miss White was getting stuff from, or was it his father? You know?
Father and I. Kew Gardens.
Interesting. And Albert.
Albert's locker. A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
Uh-oh. Sir, it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you to the Royal Navy School. Your father, Dr. Montague Dunn, has expressed his intention to entrust you with the directorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew, and it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept our best wishes in your future at Kew Gardens. That's so irritating that he's literally screwing up what his son wants.
Articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
Like, it's one thing for him just to not support him. It's another for him to actively go out of his way to mess up something that his son wants. That makes me not pleased.
A picture of Miss White and Albert in front of the University of London.
And they seem to get along.
I bet they were together. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, I have questions for the other guy. Should I try to get in here? Yeah. Office door. Okay. Ooh. How will I know? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I got it. Let's examine what's in here. My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and save the most extraordinarily precious and rare species of plants. Our duty is to protect such species and from those who might wish to use them for dubious purpose. This divine syndicate of whom you of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permission on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday, as always. Montague Dunn. Okay. Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sister. You do not have any right to hold sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie, we need not elaborate, was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate. Uh-oh. Well, that can't be good.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Uh-oh. The debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunn. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. Educational scholarship at London University. Credits opened at Hamilton. Radigan House, Taylor's, and Baird's Sun Jewelry. Yikes. So he was definitely keeping tabs on literally everything, and he was going to make her life hell when she got done.
Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste. French wine, a remarkable vintage.
Okay. But again, he has expensive tastes.
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce a successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Dr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of this graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject. You know what? Good for him. My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck. He was about to hit her with some nasty debt. I don't like it. And I bet Albert has a crush on her.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Martin's father. I'd be willing to bet. Okay, what do we got for deductions? Oh my goodness. So, Mrs. White's family, her studies. What is this one? Margaret White's studies and social situation were completely dependent upon Montague Dunn's wealth. Eek, yeah, that's not great. Okay. Albert's ambition. Nope. Miss White and Mr. Dunn had a recent disagreement. Montague Dunn was planning to release Miss White from her position at Kew Gardens. Yikes. Not good. Nope. Okay. So, with that, I'm going to leave this episode here, and in the next episode, we're going to go get Toby. We're going to have him do a little snoof around to see what he can find in the little lab area. And we're going to see if we can figure out this murder and plant theft and lots of complicated things going on. So, if you guys like this video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell. That way you guys get notified when new videos go live. And don't forget to share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me solve all of these crimes and dishing out punishments. It's been a fun time. I'm very much enjoying this. Did not like the whole autopsy thing. Didn't like it. Don't ever want to do that again. And I hope we don't have to do it again in this game, because that was kind of gross. Plus side, there was no blood, so I guess that's a good thing. But still. Anyway, I will leave the full playlist for Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments down below me on the screen. That way you guys can get caught up before the new episode comes out. That way if you missed an episode, or if this happens to be the first one you're catching and you want to watch it from the beginning, it'll all be right there in order. And the link to the game is down in the description if you guys want to play this for yourselves. I will leave the links to my social media pages and my Etsy page down in the description as usual if you guys want to go check them out and show them some love. And I will leave the full playlist on the opposite side of the screen for Control if you guys want to get caught up on that before the new episode comes out. I have some concerns about Mrs. White, or Miss White, because, first of all, I think the only reason that she was going to ask her parents for money is because Montague Dunn cut her off. 2, I think that Albert and Miss White have a thing going on. Or at the very least, he's infatuated with her and she thinks he's a sweet friend, that kind of deal. I also wonder why Montague Dunn was paying for all of her stuff. Because that seems weird to me. That seems really fishy. I don't like it. But anyway, that being said, I'm Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.